Good morning, this is a video all about direct object pronouns. I know some of you are coming across direct object pronouns for the very first time, or it might be that you have seen them before but you're still finding them a wee bit confusing. So I hope that this video is a good port of call just to help you go over this grammar point and hopefully understand it a little bit better. Just like all my other videos, what I suggest you do is play the video while you're actually studying French so that you can listen to my instructions, pause the video to complete the tasks, and then replay the video to find out the answers so that you can just mark your own as you go. Looking at our learning intentions, today you will learn about these direct object pronouns. And how will we know it's been successful? Well, we can identify the direct object pronouns in sentences and use them correctly in French. But of course, the best protocol for me when I am learning something new in grammar is to think about what it is like in English. So what is a direct object pronoun? Well, a direct object pronoun replaces a noun that is the object of a sentence. What does that look like in an English equivalent? Well, we have this English sentence here, and what I want to know is how can we make this English sentence less repetitive? We have Adam is eating strawberries. Adam likes strawberries. Saying strawberries over and over again isn't really very grammatically correct in English. So what would we do to change that? Well, we could get rid of strawberries and make it them. Adam is eating strawberries. Adam likes them. And now the English just flows a little bit better. The sentence sounds a little bit more fluent. So in this case, them is the direct object pronoun in the sentence. So what does this look like in French? Well, let's have a look at the French equivalent of exactly the same sentence. Adam mange les fraises. Adam aime les fraises. Again, it sounds really repetitive. We don't need to keep saying fraise, fraise, fraise. We know that we're talking about strawberries because of that first sentence. So what we need to do is get rid of strawberries in that sentence. Look how the French do it. What has happened in the French there? Have a little look. Can you work it out without me telling you? Well, the direct object pronoun has gone before the verb instead. So if I click back, you'll see it used to say Adam aime les fraises, and now it says Adam les aime. So the direct object pronoun has jumped to before the verb. So I like vegetables, j'aime les légumes, becomes I like them, je les aime. Je les aime. So we've got rid of the word légumes in the vegetable sentence, and we've taken the word for them and put it before the verb. So that's the wee difference between the French and English for direct object pronouns. What I suggest you do at this point is pause the video and make sure to take a note of all of the French direct object pronouns. And then what I'll do is just run you through a wee task that will hopefully help you to use them yourself. Okay, so let's have a look at some more examples. I'm going to get you to try this out for yourself now. So question number 1 says, Je pense que Mohammed est drôle. Je pense que Mohammed est drôle. I think that Mohammed is funny. What I want to say instead is, I find him funny. Or maybe having a conversation already about Mohammed. For whatever reason, I don't need to say his name because the person I'm talking to already knows that we're talking about Mohammed, so we can just take his name out of it. So, our object in the sentence is Mohammed. We'll highlight him in blue. Je pense que Mohammed est drôle. I want to say I find him funny, so I'm using the direct object pronoun for him, the masculine one, le. Je le trouve drôle. Je le trouve drôle. So remember that direct object pronoun has jumped to before the verb as well. And just as a wee side note, please notice that I have changed the verb in the sentence as well. So that first sentence says I think that he is funny, that Mohammed is funny. But in the second one, I find him funny, so the verb, the doing word, has changed as well. So I'll just leave that information on the right hand side to help you out for this. Le would be the him, the masculine, la for her, the feminine, and les for them. So what I would like you to do is try and complete the 3 other sentences that are on the screen using direct object pronouns. So number 2 says, Je pense que David est beau. I think that David is handsome. I want you to write, I find him handsome. For number 3, it says, Je pense que Claire est intelligente. I think that Claire is intelligent. I want you to write, I find her intelligent. And for number 4, it says, Je pense que Karim et Sami sont gentils. I think that Karim and Sami are kind. and you have to write I find them kind. So again, just pause the video, use the information on the right hand side to help you out, use the example to help you out, try writing out those 3 sentences and then unpause to come back to it. So going back to our answers for number 2, je pense que David est beau becomes je le trouve beau. David is masculine, so we're using the him word, the masculine word, and we're putting it before the verb, je le trouve beau. For number 3, je pense que Claire est intelligente. Claire is feminine, we need the her word, so it's je la trouve intelligente. Je la trouve intelligente. And finally, number 4, je pense que Karim et Sami sont gentils. We're talking about 2 people here, Karim et Sami, so we're going to need the them word. Je les trouve gentils. Je les trouve gentils. That's just the same as the vegetable or the strawberry example that we first saw. And moving on to our last task of the day, you have got 4 objects at the top of the screen and 4 speech bubbles at the bottom of the screen. The speech bubbles are talking about one of the objects, so all you need to do is tell me which object it is that they are talking about. Now, if we were speaking in English and we were using our direct object pronouns, we would just be saying it and them. There'd be no way for us to be able to tell which object's being spoken about. But because it's French and French has gender, we can use those context clues to help us. So give it a wee go, just pause the video, think about what object is being spoken about for each speech bubble, and then come back to me. So number 1, it says je la porte. We've got 2 context clues in this sentence that will help us work out what object is being spoken about. The first one is the direct object pronoun, la. La is the feminine one, so it must be a feminine thing that is being spoken about. The only 2 feminine things on the board are la robe and la pomme, so it's got to be one of them. The verb here is porte, from porter. Porter means to wear. You're much more likely to wear la robe than la pomme, so this person must be talking about la robe, the dress. I wear the dress, I wear it. Number 2, je le trouve mignon. Again, we have a context clue from le. Le is the masculine direct object pronoun, and there's only one thing on the board that is masculine, le chien. So, I find it cute, it must be the dog, le chien, that they find cute. Je la mange, same thing again, we've got a feminine direct object pronoun, so it's either la robe or la pomme. And it helps us out with the verb as well, because we know that mange is from manger, to eat. And again, the only feminine thing you could be eating there is la pomme, the apple. So I eat it, I eat the apple. Number 4, je les trouve utiles. The only one that's left is les crayons. But if we look at why we've worked out it's les crayons, again there are 2 context clues there. The direct object pronoun is les, the plural one, and there's only one plural thing on the screen. But remember, the adjective also agrees with whatever it is describing. So in this case, I find them useful. The word for useful is utile. We've got to put an S on the end of it because there's more than one pencil. I hope that this has been helpful for you in learning a little bit more about direct object pronouns and putting them into practice. But of course, if there's any questions you have, do not hesitate to get in touch and I'll give you a wee hand with that.